Whenever I write a story, I usually have the opening and ending figured out. It's the middle that I must find. So I'm so surprised that these last couple of weeks have been really tough on me to figure out, which really made me start to reflect on why I've been having more trouble writing episodes 8 and 9 versus 6 and 7. But I think I figured it out. Just let me explain.
In the mind of.
When one starts a journey, whether it's to defeat an evil badass with a dope long sword, or it's to destroy the One Ring, it's okay to not be sure where to start. It's okay to even change plans in the middle. However, you can't go through both the mines of Moria and the mountains at the same time. So why do we as creatives multitask our minds in our creative endeavors? It's only something I'm starting to get the grasp of. This idea of having focus and discipline. It's rather tempting to go from writing an episode of something to a completely different idea, then go to another, then go to writing a YouTube video, then a business plan. And I know what you're about to say, but I'm a great multitasker though. And I'm too. But I found the results of my projects were always better when I was focused. The truth is, I multitasked because I was afraid of the silence. I like to have the car running. I know what I'm doing and what I'm going for when I'm busy. And when I stop it, I'm terrified. For someone trying to hustle, to be successful, not doing something felt like I wasn't just paused, that I was going backwards, like I was falling. I could be moving forwards. I could be doing something, setting something. I could be this much closer to being successful. I'm no scientist. I can't speak to you about how the mind works or what's best. However, I can tell you what works for me in my own experience. During the time of me making episodes 4, 5, 6, and 7, the only creative writing I was doing was the Mind of series. However, over the last 2 weeks, I've been writing a little bit more for short films and a series I've been meaning to develop. So all that creative momentum I had for this series stopped. I found myself losing motivation for any ideas I had. These were the same ideas that had me so incredibly excited a few weeks ago. Maybe it's just my mind. I think that when I get into an idea, into a story, my mind just keeps thinking about it, it molds into it. And so, of late, the narrative ideas I've had have really started to take focus for my mind. So I stopped feeling the excitement I had for all those ideas for the Mind of series. My creative mind just couldn't see the vision for those ideas anymore. It's like a story you wrote or a script you wrote a few years ago. It's not that the idea is bad. You just can't see the endless possibilities anymore, the vision you had for it. So what does all of this mean? For me, it means I need to delegate myself. I need to stop multitasking my creative mind, especially in writing. Practically, it means that if I want to write for both YouTube content and narrative content, I need to split them. Even if that means for 2 weeks, write YouTube content and then for 2 weeks, write narrative content. That's overly simplistic. I know the problem isn't that simplistic. That solution is black and white. However, it is the start of a solution to a problem I didn't even know I had. I just hope you guys can take a little bit from my problems and explore them in your own daily life. My name is Kizzer. Thank you.